What's up, you guys? Madman Madsen and Ellen Judd 1 here, doing a review of F1 2012. A bit late, agreed, because the new game's coming out in the next couple of months, but here we are, just some clips of the background, overtakes for the moment, whilst we just talk about it. Got anything you'd like to add there?
Yeah, well, obviously the game came out last September and we're reviewing it in August, which is a bit late, but you know, there's quite a lot about the new game. Well, this game looks quite good. Like the Champions mode, that was a nice addition. Bit too easy, but nice addition. Time attack, it was too easy to get your gold medals, I thought, but my friend here didn't quite think so.
Yeah, just remember that you're the kind of the pro driver here. Most of these clips have come from you recording it yourself, so...
Like pro driver, you mean some sad loser who plays too much Xbox?
Same thing, aren't they?
True. But yeah, Season Challenge, that was an interesting addition to say the least. It was more for the arcade drivers out there. It was good fun nonetheless, 5-lap races and different cars. And the career mode, obviously 5 seasons long again, it was too easy to get into the good cars too early in the career mode, I felt.
Yeah, the young driver test really helped you with that though, because it threw you to a pretty big team early on.
Yeah, I mean you could get into Force India from that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I did miss World Championship mode because I could never settle down for a career. I heard it was returning next year, but I have to wait and see. And speaking of being thrown into big teams, lack of feeder series racing in promotion of youth and no active drivers market, that still gets to me, because there's no movement at all other than what you do and third drivers appearing. And I have to agree, handling's improved, as most people say, but anything else?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the introduction of the brake bias changing whilst you're on track was a big bonus. You know, front to rear, rear to neutral, whatever. It was good.
Hey, let's get to the bad part of all this.
Arguably, the most important part of any racing game is the AI system, and in this game, it was either too cautious or too aggressive. Especially at the start, you can make several places up, which is a bit unrealistic, or they just plow into the back of you through some corners from time to time.
You'd end up picking the penalty up from that as well. In most cases, I mean, the Force India clip there we had, you picked up the penalty for the car spinning when it wasn't in any way your fault.
Yeah, you can't just expect the driver car to evaporate from time to time, but obviously the AI do make mistakes on this game, and sometimes they just misread the situation, but it does happen quite frequently.
Yeah, the penalty system is a bit flawed though, in how you can take people out and get away with it, or someone can just clean drive into you and you get the penalty. And then in some cases, like we've experienced in co-op, you may notice here, or may have noticed in the background, the Force India hit the Williams. Now you avoid it. The Force India sister car, you avoid it and go whole way around the outside.
And I also avoid the Sauber.
You also avoid the Sauber. Make no contact with anyone there, but you pick up a penalty.
Yeah.
Even when you are still technically on track, keeping 2 wheels on, which is kind of shocking. But speaking of 2 wheels on the track, not a lot of wheels on the track there. What happened there?
Well, we went for an over-ambitious move, didn't want to take out Hamilton, missed him, and gave back the place. So it wasn't a legal overtake. But when you run wide, obviously, the game slows you down, which is a bit frustrating because you get penalised twice, effectively for one mistake. But some drivers will like the harshness of the penalties, some others won't. It's a bit unrealistic. I mean, as we saw in Hungary on the weekend, Webber had to take off the track to avoid Hamilton and slide back in front of Sauber. But here we have the AI doing a sensible thing, which is cutting the chicane to avoid contact or possible contact. He was always ahead, so he had the right to the corner effectively. And here Grosjean is very, very defensive, but you know, you shouldn't be able to clean drive around the outside of the bunch and without the other driver making a mistake. Well, up at Eau Rouge, here I had all 4 wheels off the track. We didn't get illegal overtake at all. Here's a better view. All 4 wheels off the track. And most of them off there. Made the move stick, didn't get illegal overtake. Whereas here, at Malmedy on Alonso, all 4 wheels clearly go off the track. Come back on dangerously in front of Fernando and don't put on anything. Whereas here you can cause a crash and yeah, not a penalty, no safety car, nothing. Safety car, I've played this game for over 200 hours and picked up 3 safety cars maximum, one of which was in Monaco.
But back to the good again, it's a pretty good racing sim, even if it needs a bit of refinement, especially the weather system, which is still pretty buggy even after the updates. Performance between the cars, it's much more noticeable, it's pretty welcome actually. There's a lack of team radio, a lack of info over it, but that's okay, we'd like an improvement, preferably, but we are both looking forward to the 2013 game, even if it is a bit late into the season to be releasing one. So I hope you've enjoyed our review. I'd say like, comment and subscribe, but I'm not whiny like that, so
Mate Raikkonen, get more wins on the next game please.
hope you enjoyed the video.
Woohoo!